I'm ready.
Okay. Yeah.
And I don't like your tone, if I'm being honest.
You are now listening to Lauer Road Radio.
Hey, welcome one and all to the #1 podcast, winter, spring, and fall. Talking sports for the thrill of it all. Hey, talking life, but we're killing it all. Jason and Dan with the master plan. These are dangerous men with the mic in the hand. Bonafide winners everywhere that we go. You're a part of the team.
Lauer Radio.
Dad light, thug light, bright lights in sight. All right. Dad light, thug light, bright lights in sight. All right. Yeah. Dad light, thug light, bright lights in sight. All right. Bonafide winners everywhere that we go. You're a part of the team.
Lauer Radio.
Let's get it.
At Tanagra, when the walls fell, this is Dan Owings coming at you another time for Lauer Road Radio with my co-host, as always, Jason. How you doing today?
Sad.
Yeah.
Jess-
Forlorn.
Jesse's not here.
2 weeks in a row.
Yeah. Did he quit?
Jesse is like, he's like, what is he like? He's
Well, okay, so like we just got a kitten.
okay.
And this kitten, every day when I walk out of my bedroom in the morning, start going down the hallway, down the stairs, it's like coming up and trying to rub up against me. I kick it down the stairs, it runs right back up.
Yeah.
I kick it down the stairs, it runs right back up.
Right.
I don't care how many times I kick this cat down the stairs, it always comes right back up.
Right. Yeah.
So I feel like that's Jesse. We've tried to kick him out a couple times. He keeps on coming back.
And there does come a point at which you're like, nah, the cat's not as annoying as it used to be. You know,
Well, I mean,
I kind of miss it just a little bit.
Yeah. Like if the cat's not there, it's noticeable.
Yeah. It's like I want to kick a cat and I can't.
Well, that's the thing. It's fun to kick Harrison, but it's more fun to kick Jesse.
Yeah. Jesse also, most people don't realize this, always lands on his feet when he falls.
Yes.
So
Weebles wobble, but they don't fall down.
that's right. And that's Jesse.
He's our Weeble.
It's and he wobbles.
Things that wobble.
Turns out the show is a percentage, amount
It's
worse.
not 30. I was going to say, I was
don't
going
know
to
the
say, is he
percentage.
33% of the show? He's not that. He's not a third of the show.
He's like, if there's like a, it's like you're pouring in two solutions that don't do anything together, and then you drip one thing on top, and it makes it explode.
He's the drip.
He's the drip. Like we're the we're the majority of.
He's that
the
nagging
content,
drip.
but he's the drip that
Yeah.
makes everything that brings the life.
Yes. Right.
And so-
accelerates from a PG to a PG-13.
So we're gonna do what we
podcast,
can to actually make sure he can make it to the show next time. So
Yes, we'll let him pick the time.
we thought we would like it better when he wasn't here.
Turns out it's not quite as good.
Yeah, it's like when you move out of your house
Yeah.
when you're 18, 19 years old or whatever, and you're like, freedom. And then one day you're home, you're like, I don't know.
I kind of had it pretty good before.
Yeah, had it pretty good before. So
Yeah.
anyway,
So shout out to Jesse.
Jesse, we miss you.
Yeah.
Please come back home.
Yeah.
We're sorry. We should have treated you better. And,
Well, it turns out, so I almost had a guest lined up for the show.
yeah.
And that was kind of the thing. I didn't want Jesse to embarrass us. So we kind of made the last minute plan to schedule it for a time we knew he wasn't going to be here.
Sure.
So I met a guy from Liverpool, England. And he's quite animated. And it would have been a fun interview. So I'm still trying to work out some details. It might not happen this week, but maybe 6 months down the road if he's swinging through town. He lives in Chicago.
I'm a big fan. I want to go to Liverpool one day.
I do too.
To watch. I'd like to go to Liverpool to watch Everton play Liverpool.
Oh,
in a
massive game,
in a
right?
Liverpool derby.
Yeah.
And then listen to some Beatles music while I'm there.
Yes.
Visit all the sites.
Are you drinking tea?
I want to go to. Of course, I'm drinking tea, and I want to go to, like Eleanor Rigby's grave site. I want to see all the sites.
Right. So he's from the area. He was telling me today that his girlfriend went to Ireland over St. Patrick's Day, and she thought she's from Chicago.
Sure.
So she thought she's going to go over there, and there's going to be this massive party. Turns out she shows up, and it's a religious holiday.
Yeah.
They don't drink on St. Patrick's Day. It's like the only day of the year they don't drink.
Which is not as true in Chicago.
It's the opposite. Well, I mean, they always drink in Chicago, but
And in Ireland, apparently, except for one day.
Except for one day. So I thought that was interesting. He told me some other stories, but I want to kind of put it on the back burner because if he ever does show up,
Sure.
it's great.
Right.
So I don't know. But the chances of that happening are pretty low, but we'll see
I
what
tend
happens.
to mimic when I'm hearing people and I become that person.
So you might be British.
Yeah. So by the end of the episode, I might be talking like one of the Beatles or something. I've been watching the Beatles documentary a lot lately.
Yeah.
On the Peter Jackson Beatles documentary, which is just them talking a lot. And George just left the band. He was upset. He's like, I don't want to do this anymore. You're not picking any of my songs. You're not listening to my advice. And he's like, he leaves. And so it's like, what's going to happen? So that's where I'm at right now.
In the cartoon movie Dumbo, the vultures sound like the Beatles. Is that right?
No, they sound like a 50s Motown group. Well, I think I've seen about everything until I seen an elephant fly.
Those are the Crows.
Oh, what are you talking about?
There's some vultures in a cartoon, and they're really dopey, and they got the goofy
I don't
hair.
remember the vultures. I remember the Crows.
Maybe it's Jungle Book. I don't know what it is.
I don't know.
Okay, well,
The Beatles are a big deal, though.
the biggest.
Some think so. All right, Jason, what do you want to talk about today?
I saw an interesting video. I don't know if you've seen this or not.
I've seen interesting videos.
This one's quite interesting, and if you haven't seen it, you need to go
I feel like we all see more interesting videos than we ever saw before.
That is true. We used to have to watch America Funniest Videos with Bob Saget.
I actually, we've got laughs from coast to coast to make you smile. I love that. What was that? Sunday night,
Sunday night, like 7 o'clock. 7
o'clock.
I mean, just, yeah.
When you hear that music starting, I mean, you're running into the living room and you slide in and you're just like, Bob Saget, entertain me.
Yeah.
It's pretty great.
Dead now.
No longer with us because he got the shot.
Well, I don't think that's why.
I think it is.
Well, I don't know. I don't know if we can say that. There could.
I can say it.
You can say it, I guess. I don't know. We'll see what happens with that. There's a great video. I forgot what I was
You're
talking
the
about.
Alex Jones guy, right?
Yeah, I am. I just don't want to be booted off every platform.
Well, Alex Jones was
Listen.
on YouTube this week.
He was on Crowder Show.
Yeah.
Did you watch it?
Levi watched it, gave me the rundown.
Okay.
So
I love Alex Jones.
Levi does too.
Yeah.
Big fan now.
Really? Mm-hmm. All right.
Yeah.
I like this. I'm going to have some conversations with them. I got some stuff to say.
So what are you talking about?
There's a great video.
Oh, yes.
And you have to find it on YouTube or Facebook. I've seen it in a couple different places. Mm-hmm. And it's a short clip. It's at a Yankees and Mets game. And it's being filmed from a fan filming another fan about 2 or 3 rows up and sitting at the end. Mm-hmm. This guy has a beer in one hand, and he's got a hot dog in another hand.
Okay, I think I might know what you're talking about.
He takes the hot dog. He pierces it with a straw.
I have seen this video.
He ejects the middle part of the hot dog
He
from
creates a hole, a tunnel through the hot dog.
the size of the straw, right down the center of the hot dog. And then he plucks it out.
Yeah.
And then he takes this hot dog with the hole, going down through it, and puts it in his beer.
Yeah, and
and starts drinking beer
And
from a hot dog straw.
Seemingly, watching the video, seems like no one is
Concerned over this at all.
No one's concerned over that. And as far as I don't think he knows anyone's filming him.
No.
He seems to be doing this for his own personal amusement.
Is that the first time he's ever done that?
No.
No. He does that every time,
He
right?
was good at it. Right?
You know how hard it is to
Most
pluck?
people would kind of break it through halfway and
Yeah.
they wouldn't be able to pull that off. That was he has done that before.
I want to try it. Next time I grill out, I'm doing it.
A hot dog straw.
A hot dog
Sounds
straw.
disgusting to me.
I think there's some variables.
Sure.
Like a Nathan's hot dog over a grill. That's a premium dog.
Okay.
And then you got a drink that pairs with it nicely.
Maybe
I don't think you want to drink milk out of hot
maybe
dog
a
straw.
bratwurst would be better.
That would be fine too. Anything in a dog form.
Have you ever made a straw out of something that wasn't a straw?
I feel like, I've had the paper straws like at Sonic.
Those are the worst.
The worst. I hate paper straws.
Agreed.
I feel like I have.
I feel like I have too.
but I couldn't tell you what that is.
Neither
I feel
could
like celery.
Celery.
It's got like a groove in
it's
it.
a tunnel.
But if you put two of them together,
Okay. Have you done that though?
I feel like I may have.
All right. Fair enough.
I think you could get some stuff out of that if you put two celery sticks side by side.
So that's your thing. You saw a funny video.
I saw a
This is
funny
what we've
video.
come to.
I saw a funny
You
video,
saw a funny video,
and you got to watch it.
and I mean, the
Well, you know
podcast
what I'm
should just be
talking about.
Like, I found.
I saw this funny video. Did you see this
Don't
other
you hate
video?
that guy?
I hate that guy.
That guy's the worst. All right. Well, I got real stuff to talk
No, I
about.
got real
Jason.
stuff too. I
I got an idea, and then I want to give you a hypothetical situation for you to
Okay.
answer. First of all, I was eating chips yesterday, as you do.
kettle.
No, I wish. I don't know why anybody buys non-kettle chips.
Kettle
What's the
chips
point?
Kettle chips are the best.
They're there,
Yeah.
right? It's not like, but we
Right.
get regular Lay's.
Oh, are they
now-
like ridges?
No, not Ridges.
Oh.
They're salt and vinegar.
Oh, I love
Which improves it. But
Yeah.
you know what? They make kettle versions of salt and vinegar
Yeah.
that are superior.
Correct.
So I don't know why we never... I know why. The reason is because those are the kind of chips that Levi liked. But he's not around anymore, so I don't
Yeah.
know why we're getting them.
Yeah.
Anyway, I want them to make a bag of chips that every chip is folded over. You know how you get a chip and it's like folded and it's like...
Like in half.
Yes, in half.
Okay.
And it's
It's like a wedge almost.
Yes, it's a better dipping chip
Oh,
when it's folded like that.
I agree.
And I want them to figure out a way to make it so that every chip in the bag is that folded over.
Well, first of all, a kettle chip is a great dipper.
So which is one of the reasons, not the only reason, but one of the reasons why the kettle chip is the superior chip
Especially
to the other
for
chips,
dipping.
because
Yeah.
it's a great dipping chip.
And then any chip with ridges is going to be
I love a Ridges.
it's going to be stronger. Right? More dip per chip.
Totally agree.
Why wouldn't you want more dip
And
per
I'm
chip?
more of a scooper than I am a dipper.
Agreed.
Right?
Yeah.
I don't dip much. Sometimes I'll dip a tortilla chip in salsa if it's very spicy salsa and I just
Yeah.
want to get the essence of the salsa.
Or if the salsa is really, really runny.
But I rarely dip. Maybe
Yeah.
I dip things in ranch. I'll do that.
Yeah.
But not chips.
Yeah.
Chips, I'm more scooping.
But even the ranch, you're doing a swirl and
It's a swirl and a kind of a thing. But yeah.
so you're eating kettle chips and you want half a chip?
I want every chip to be
folded
a
chip.
full chip, but I want it to be folded.
That's your thing?
I want yes, it's just an idea I had. It's not my only thing.
I thought you said you had something really good.
I do have something really good. Here's my thing that's really good.
Okay. Because I've got good things
Pick
too.
a movie.
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
Got it.
A movie.
Like any random movie.
And then you get to keep one.
Wait, before you go any further,
Yeah.
let me tell you the movie. Because you said think of a movie. I've got a movie.
Sure, let's do it that way.
The Patriot.
All right. And then take one character in that movie.
Mel Gibson.
Mel Gibson. And then replace all of the actors with Muppets.
Oh.
It's pretty great, don't you think?
So he's killing lots
Just
of Muppets.
murdering Muppets. I like Braveheart actually for that. I
yeah.
think a bunch of Muppets like charging,
Yeah.
towards one another with Mel Gibson right in the middle of them.
Gladiator. Russell
Gladiator
Crowe.
would work.
Are you not entertained after he decapitates a Muppet?
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
that would be good. Can you think of other good movies?
So listen, lots of Muppet movies are interactive with humans,
Yes.
real people. Like Muppet Treasure Island is, I like it. It's pretty good.
So like Pirates of the Caribbean, we've already kind of seen it that way.
It's called
Muppet Treasure Island.
Muppet
It's
Treasure
Muppet. I'm going to say this right now. Okay, I don't know if I'm going to get in hot water for this.
Okay.
I already said that, somebody died because they got the shot.
Yeah.
So we're already banished. But another controversial opinion.
Tim Curry, Mount Rushmore of
wait.
underrated actors.
Tim Curry's fantastic.
He's
I
the best.
love Tim Curry.
Is anybody better than Tim Curry?
Well, yes, but he's great.
Yeah, but he's unrecognized as a superior actor.
Yeah, I don't know why he's not recognized more.
He's fantastic, and he's a
For
fantastic
me, he's in the
audiobook
same
guy.
vein as John Malkovich. I'd put
Yeah.
him in that same category. I'd put
Yeah.
Christopher Walken in that category.
He gets a lot of praise.
He does now.
Yeah.
But there is a specific kind of actor that he is just himself.
Yeah,
And he's just so good at being himself.
and the final one is Owen Wilson.
I was going to say Jeff Goldblum.
No, I love Jeff Goldblum.
I love Jeff Goldblum.
He's overplayed.
So
Life will find a way.
here's my controversial
Okay.
opinion.
Go for it. Yeah.
Pirates of the Caribbean.
Yeah.
One of the most overrated movies of all time.
Franchise or movie?
All of it.
Okay, listen. The first one is pretty good.
The first one's fine.
No, it's a solid B plus. It's above average.
Okay.
When you take the
people
whole
talk about it like it's an A plus.
Okay, the problem is
And people love that franchise.
the problem is they redo the same scenes in every movie. The music, the whimsical, the fantastic soundtrack.
Yeah, well, it's all right. It's not actually a great soundtrack to listen to because it's so intense.
But it fits the movie.
But it's effective.
Yeah.
It's a very overrated movie.
Mount Rushmore of Johnny Depp movies.
Oh, jeez. I'm not the biggest Johnny Depp fan. 21 Jump Street.
That's a TV series, but I'll count it.
Okay.
Edward Scissorhands.
Edward Scissorhands. I'm not the biggest fan of his Willy Wonka.
No, but Pirates belongs on it.
I guess.
Iconic, super
Yeah, I guess
iconic.
as far as iconic goes.
Yeah, you get one more.
And so we got Edward Scissorhands.
Yeah. 21 Jump Street.
21 Jump Street.
Pirates of the Caribbean.
Pirates of the Caribbean.
He's been in a ton of things.
He has been in a lot of things, and I can't think of anything.
I really I really like him in the new Alice. He's the Mad Hatter. I love him in that.
Yeah.
We'll count it.
I feel like Johnny Depp's overrated.
Maybe.
People love him.
I like him a lot.
Why? Just because he's weird. Anybody can be weird.
Well, you
I think
combine.
that's why
listen,
people like him, because he's like weird.
no, I don't like the weird. You combine Johnny Depp with a Danny Elfman soundtrack, you've got gold.
Yeah, every Johnny Depp movie has a. They're like they travel in pairs. They come together.
And it's gold.
A package deal. It's fine. Danny Elfman also slightly overrated.
Is he?
I don't know. Do you want to pick another movie in which you can?
Okay. See, now I know that. Now I know the background.
I
that
feel
might
like
change
Monty
things.
Python and the Holy Grail would be great.
Oh, that would be.
I don't know which actor I'd keep. Maybe Arthur, probably.
Yeah, that makes sense because you need the lead.
Yeah.
Surrounded by a bunch of chaos. There'd be. Yeah.
It'd be great.
It would be great.
Actually, it would be fantastic.
Dumb and Dumber.
Yeah, I don't know who you keep though.
Jim Carrey.
I guess, and then everyone else is.
It changes the movie.
It changes it I think the best one so far is Monty Python and the Holy Grail. That's the one that would work the best.
Star Wars.
Who do you keep? Luke Skywalker?
Probably. Or Luke and Leia are both Muppets. Maybe keep Darth Vader.
But you can't even see him, so
That's true.
he might as well be a Muppet.
That's true. Lord of the Rings.
Once again, I don't know who you keep. It's the cast is so diverse. I guess
Well,
you keep Frodo.
You keep Frodo.
But I feel like I want all the hobbits to be Muppets.
Yeah. Gandalf.
Maybe you keep Gandalf.
That makes sense, actually. That's pretty good. I like that.
All right.
Okay, so
I told you I had good stuff.
No,
And
it's
that's not
good.
my only good thing. I got a whole other good thing.
it's good. Okay, so
I actually have a great thing. Top 10 thing of all time that we've talked about. I think you're really going to enjoy this.
okay, we'll save it for
Sure.
after my thing.
Okay.
I'm not gonna show you up. I'm not gonna try to up you one.
Okay.
I'm just gonna do the thing.
Do it.
Who would you like to have dinner with, celebrity wise? Someone famous. It could be an athlete. It could be a movie star, singer, rock star, whatever.
Living?
Living.
Okay.
Because there's going to be a follow up question.
Oh, okay. Well, that's a tricky one because I feel like partially I would be self-serving in this instance. Does the person want to sit down with me?
And okay, so this person has like a 3-hour window. You're going to sit down and have dinner with them and talk about. He'll be open.
And they're excited about it. Like they're not going to be like, "Oh, when can I get over? When can I get?"
No,
this?
it's he's going to be involved.
They're amiable.
It's
at
it's
least.
like Make a Wish, like you're dying of cancer, and like he's going to get 3 hours with you.
Okay.
And then you're probably going to die.
All right, I'll take it. I would probably go with Jerry Seinfeld.
Okay, that's a great example. Okay, now here's a follow-up question. Let's say Jerry Seinfeld is in Cleveland,
Okay.
okay, which is not far. What, 2.5
I'm sure
hours?
he's been to Cleveland before.
2.5 hours. You've got a busy day on Friday.
Okay.
Okay, this is a Thursday night dinner. Are you willing to drive to Cleveland to have dinner with Jerry Seinfeld?
Yes.
Okay. Chicago is about 6 hours. Would you drive to Chicago and have dinner with Jerry on a Thursday night?
Yeah.
You've got a busy Friday.
Yes.
Okay. Would you drive to St. Louis?
Yes.
Would you drive to Kansas City?
I mean, here's the thing.
You've got a busy day on Friday.
I gotta be back on Friday.
Yes,
I can't
it's a
call
very
off,
busy. No, you can't call off.
but I couldn't.
How far? Okay, so how far are you willing to drive to meet Jerry Seinfeld?
Well, in the scenario that you've set up,
There is a timetable.
presupposes. That
Okay, let's say you don't have to be back on Friday.
Okay, I can take Friday off.
You could take Friday off, but you have to be back Saturday.
Okay, but I got to be back Saturday.
Yeah.
All right.
And you're
okay.
driving. You're not flying.
Anywhere in the U.S.
You drive 20 hours.
Yeah.
24 hours.
Yeah.
40 hours.
How often do you get a chance to have dinner with Jerry Seinfeld? Like,
I don't know.
never, actually.
So
it doesn't just happen.
There's no distance you would not travel to
I
have
would
dinner
say
with
there
Seinfeld.
ain't no mountain high enough. How's that song? No,
Ain't no mountain high enough.
I was getting mixed up with the song from Follow
Ain't-
That Bird. Follow That Bird.
Ain't no road.
Because there ain't no road too long.
That's the first movie I saw in the movie theater.
Drive-in movie theater.
No, Marion.
I think you're wrong about that.
No, I'm not.
Okay. You have a better memory than I
Aunt
do.
Sally took me.
I know. I thought she took us to the drive-in.
No. Our sister sent a text, which you did not respond to. Did you see it?
I was busy, but yeah.
Do you remember our very first phone number at our house?
494-2887.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the next one?
4176.
Yeah.
Was it 494?
Yes.
Yeah.
Now the area code changed. It started off with 614.
It was 740.
Then it was 740.
Which was a real bummer.
It was a real bummer. Kids today will never know the reality of having a home phone number. Right?
It was a big deal.
It's a big deal to give your kid a phone number. Now, in this scenario,
Harrison, you don't know his phone number, do you?
I do.
Oh, you
Yeah,
do?
he does. And Gideon does too.
Okay.
Gideon's friends call me. Can Gideon come over? Because Gideon has them call me to ask.
I see.
Yeah, it's tricky. So, you got
Home phone number. People will never know what it's like.
People will
you
never
had
know
your
what it's
own
like.
home phone number.
Yes.
It was a big deal.
Big deal.
You only had the one. You had to memorize it. If you
Yeah.
went out somewhere.
I remember what I was going to say. Sorry.
That's all right.
So, tell me the etiquette. Teddy brings home a phone number. He's 10. He says, I really want to go to his house or invite him to our house. Right? What steps do I need to take? It's on a handwritten thing, and you could tell the other kid wrote it. I don't know the family. I don't know the parents. What steps do I need to take to feel
Do you
comfortable?
know the name at all?
No.
You don't know it. All you have is a phone number and the name of the kid.
Like the first name of the kid. I don't even know the last name. Because I have Facebook searched families before to see if I could find a family,
I'll do that.
stalk them a little bit, figure out what's going on.
Yeah. I would call the number. I would say that I'm the dad of Teddy, and Teddy and Billy are apparently friends, and
Yeah.
they said they wanted to get together.
Yeah.
You know, we're happy to have Billy over at the house sometime if
Yeah.
he wants to come over for an afternoon and they can play or whatever. But if you'd feel more comfortable, you know, Teddy, you know, might be able to come over there too. You
Right.
know, I guess, you know, I guess in that situation, you don't really know that much about the family, so
know
you don't wanna
nothing.
just send him over
See,
either.
that's the problem.
Well, I would say you say maybe we could meet up one day and at the park, or you know, all the families get together at whatever, out for pizza or something like that.
That was my go-to.
Yeah.
I said, let's meet at a third-party place.
Yeah, makes
said
them feel more comfortable.
Bowling,
makes you feel more
skating,
comfortable.
park, something
And
like
then you
that.
get to know them,
Right.
And they get to know you, and they're like,
'Cause
Billy, you are not going.
You are
over to
never
that."
going over to his house. You are not allowed. Because the other thing is, I don't want crazy people to know where I live.
No.
I mean, I tell people all the time, but if this family is legit crazy, I don't want that,
Yeah.
right? And I don't want to expose Teddy to a situation that I don't want him to.
I've been there.
Yeah.
I went to my friend's house when I was 5, and
First name?
no.
Okay.
And And,
I know who you're talking about.
Yeah, sure. We did the code thing because it's the kind of thing you did.
Because you have one, you don't have a phone.
Mm-hmm.
There's no cell phone. You can't text mom. Yeah.
So mom says, if you feel uncomfortable at all, just tell his mom that you need to call home and say that you're feeling sick and I'll come and get you.
Yes.
And so that's the only time I ever pulled that card.
About 2 hours into it.
I did not care for it. We were playing. He had some cool Star Wars toys, so that was cool. It's
Yeah.
like,
I mean,
never
you're
seen
5.
these toys before.
Yeah.
You know, I don't have any of these. We had like the knockoff. Like we had Obi-2 Kenobi. We're like, oh,
R2D3.
like none of these. Everything's off just a little bit. You know, doesn't work. You know. And
A light up sword.
So yeah, yeah. It was Dark Vader. It's like even I'm 5, and I know that's not right. It was the Millennium Hawk, not the Falcon. None of them were quite right. And so he had all the cool toys.
Yeah.
And so and then and I remember his dad like yelled at us because he was watching Star Trek: The Next Generation. And I walked in front of the TV.
You can't do that.
Apparently.
Yeah.
And his dad was a big guy, real heavy. And he was sitting on the couch and he screamed at me,
Wow.
the kid, get out of here,
Yeah.
And I was like, I'm not hanging out for this. I don't like this. So
Did he have the large screen rear projection TV? Because that sounds like he would.
Yeah, I think I don't remember.
Okay.
But that
guy does.
That checks out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Does he also have a fish aquarium?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, right.
Uh-huh.
There's a certain set of criteria back in the 80s.
Yeah.
If you go to their house and they've got the big screen TV with the rear projection and they have a fish aquarium, that's a bad family.
Yeah. So I pulled that card and I went home and and I knew my phone number. I knew how to do it.
Mount Rushmore of toys from when we were little.
Rock'em Sock'em Robots.
Oh, that's a great one. Mm-hmm. Did we have the official one or was it a knockoff?
We had a real one.
Did we? Mm-hmm. That was fantastic. I remember playing that.
I would say
we had for Christmas one year. I got like a G.I. Joe airplane.
That was pretty great.
There was like a ship and an airplane and some things like that. G.I. Joe anything, right?
Toy. I don't know if they do toy commercials anymore because toy commercials used to be great.
They were great.
I always wanted Crossfire.
Crossfire.
You get caught up in a crossfire. Crossfire. I always wanted that so bad.
I did too. It looks so much fun.
We didn't have it. The kids are playing and stuff.
Well, like the Matchbox cars, they're like jumping over
I
know.
know.
Mountains.
We never had places to play that were that cool either. They had the coolest places to play.
Yeah.
Train set. I would say G.I. Joes, because you said G.I. Joe.
G.I. Joe things.
But G.I. Joe things, I would say.
Ninja Turtle things?
For me, it was Ninja Turtle things, since it's not even close. I mean, Rock'em Sock'em Robots is right there.
Yeah.
And then I would say Stretch Armstrong. You don't like Stretch Armstrong?
I don't know if it belongs on the Mount Rushmore. I mean, maybe your Mount Rushmore.
Yeah, I don't know. The WWF guys were cool.
Oh, the thumb guy. Remember the thumb ones?
Yeah, I do remember that.
Let's make it that.
All right, it's the thumb guys. That's
because it was like a thumb war, but with wrestling guys.
When we were kids.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. What's your big thing?
All
or
right,
do you want to
Jason.
do Netflix? You want to tease it?
Yeah, we could tease it.
Let's tease it.
We could tease it.
So listen, you got to listen to the Netflix thing.
Because there's something coming up that's gonna blow your mind. It's gonna like keep you up tonight. You're gonna be thinking about it. It's gonna. This is gonna be tough.
Netflix, watch these shows with us. Netflix, or maybe Hulu Plus. Netflix, watch these shows with us. Netflix, or maybe Hulu Plus. Or maybe Amazon Prime or something like that, like YouTube. Or we don't want to put a box around what you watch, so you never know.
Jason, what is your Netflix suggestion of the week?
We picked up Discovery Plus. Did I tell you this?
You were thinking about it.
And
You
we
were
did it.
praying on it. I
We
remember.
did. We prayed.
Yeah, I remember. I'm a part of the prayer chain, and you sent
Yeah.
it out, and you said, please,
We're seeking open doors.
yeah. And I said thoughts and prayers.
Thoughts and prayers. Thoughts, prayers, and passwords. I'm considering a new Netflix. Thoughts, prayers, and passwords. Thinking of them.
Oh, okay. Wait, what?
What?
All right. What do you got?
Discovery. Now, this is an older show, but
Nothing wrong with that. My suggestion is an older show too.
I fell in love with it again.
My suggestion isn't even widescreen. Is yours?
Maybe the early one's not. They developed into it for sure.
Yeah.
Mythbusters.
I like Mythbusters.
Mythbusters is a great show.
I found Mythbusters when I had the flu, and Discovery Channel was doing a marathon, and I watched it all day, fell in love with it, and then tried to watch every episode. And
There's
it's
like
great. There's
30
a lot.
seasons of it.
There's a lot.
And there's a ton of them. Yeah. It's so I mean surely everybody knows about
I
it,
like
right?
it pre the other crew.
Yes, yes.
I don't like the other
Well,
crew.
they had Adam and Jamie, and then they had the three, Grant, Tori, and
the chick.
the chick. And that's Mythbusters.
I
Anything else? Because actually before them, there was like two
I
other...
don't like Grant, Tori, and whoever.
Really?
I don't like those people.
Oh, I like them. I like them a lot.
I don't mind it if they're helping, but I don't like giving them their own myth.
Well, they tried.
They screwed up a lot of things as far as
Listen,
I'm
I
concerned.
like them.
Okay, that's fine.
And she's easy on the eyes.
They tried to do their own
Yeah.
thing.
It was called White Rabbit on Netflix.
I was a Grant guy, personally.
Dead.
What?
He died. The Asian guy? I'm sorry. Did I just... I didn't realize you didn't know. He's dead. Not Tori, the Asian guy. Grant.
Explosion?
Explosion. Turns out myth confirmed. You don't
He's
lick the end of a potato gun.
He's really dead?
He's really dead.
How did he die?
The shot? I don't know.
But he is dead.
He's dead for sure.
That just
100%.
shatters my entire universe.
sorry.
I liked
Well,
Grant
listen.
a lot. He was the only one that I did like of the three.
Well, you can go back and watch him and reminisce.
That's so sad.
I'm sorry. Listen, lots of people have died recently. The Queen of England died.
If it really makes you think, the Queen. If it could happen to her, it could happen to anybody.
It's going to. Eventually. We've determined on the show, everybody dies.
That's our research has pointed out that everybody dies.
It turns out it was pointed out to me.
We've looked into it.
There's a pretty good chance that both Enoch and Elijah both died too.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So, I mean, there's some conflicting reports there, but I was called out on that. And I have to
Are
admit,
they going to show up again?
well, as the two witnesses,
Yeah.
that's my theory.
Uh-huh.
But turns out there might be a hole in that.
Really?
theory. Yeah. Turns out Elijah.
Let's get into it.
Elijah.
Everyone, we're going to give you a minute. Open up your Bibles to the book of Revelation.
Okay, we're going to cross-reference Kings and Revelations. Okay. And turns out Elijah.
When I leave, I want to go out like Elijah.
Well, this is the myth that we grew up believing, that Elijah was caught up by a chariot of fire.
Well, yeah, we believe it because, it's in the Holy Script.
Correct.
Uh-huh.
I just read it at church the other day, too. It was great. Do you know what happens right
That's
after
a
that?
great place to read your Bible. It might even be on the Mount Rushmore
Do
places
you know
to
what
read your
happens
Bible.
the very next story after he's got caught up?
It has... Wait a minute. It has something to do with Elisha.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And two bears rip apart 42 kids.
Yes, I remember that.
Yeah. That's a fun one.
That is a fun story because they were calling him bald.
Yeah.
They were making fun of the fact
So,
that he was bald.
well, that's not why he did it. Okay, so listen, do you want to get into the
agree to
theological
disagree.
weeds here? No, this is what happened. So if you read the text, they're yelling, "Go up, Baldy, go up."
Yeah.
They were mocking him and his God because they just saw Elijah take it up.
Okay.
And so they said, "Let's see if you can go up. Let's see if you have that same anointing he has."
And he then calls the
And
bears.
he couldn't.
And
And he said, like, yeah. So then he called a curse upon them. At which
So
two
why does that mean that Elisha...
she bears came.
Why does that mean that Elijah is not...
So Elijah, directly after that happened, there were a bunch of men who said, "Let us go look for him." Because Elijah. And they said God probably deposited him on a mountain or in a valley, and he's doing something else.
It's reasonable.
And so they were sent out to look for him, and they couldn't find him. Well, later on, there's some letters that were written, possibly by Elijah.
Apocrypha.
So if Elijah wrote some letters post being taken up, it's possible he wasn't taken all the way up, but he was transported somewhere else. So listen, it's not confirmed. I've not studied the scripture 100%.
What's your answer for Enoch?
I think he was taken up. Just some Bible for you.
Mythbusters should have done that one.
Yes. Plausible.
It has to be, right?
You can't
disprove it.
No, not at all.
Yeah.
Yeah. So anyways, that's your Bible lesson for the day.
And your Netflix suggestion of the week is
Mythbusters.
Mythbusters.
Yes.
Okay.
Lots of myths in the Bible that were probably confirmed. Yet to be determined on some of them.
Right.
Yeah. Revelation, there's a lot. Well, depending upon who you talk to, either it's happened or it's yet to happen. Or it's happening.
Have you talked to my father-in-law about it?
A few times.
He has some strong opinions on it.
I know.
I don't know.
Okay, so listen. Does anybody know? Does anybody know?
Some people think they know.
No, they think they know.
Sure.
Lots of people think they know lots of things. You don't know.
Do you know anything?
I think 9/11 was an inside job, but
But
I
you
don't
don't
know
know
that.
it.
I don't know that. That's my opinion. So you can have opinions.
Do you think or do you know that Biden stole the election?
I know. Now, here's the thing with that. Is I don't think Biden himself is like rigging the.
He's not smart enough.
No, he's not smart enough.
Doesn't make any sense.
No, he's not the guy.
No joke, guys.
No joke.
I'm not telling a joke here.
There's a guy named Corn Pop.
It's serious, man. Come on.
Come on.
You're sitting around the table with your kids. You're looking them in the eye. No joke. No joke.
Come on, man. If you got a problem for voting for me or Trump, then you ain't black.
Yeah. Come on. No joke. We're not kidding around here.
Are you a MAGA Republican?
What does that mean?
I don't know.
To you.
It means you want to make America great again.
I'd like to make America great again.
Me too.
If it's in my power, and I don't know that it is. If America could be great again,
I would like for
I'm
that.
all for that.
Yes.
2 thumbs up on America
Who
being
doesn't
great.
want America to be great again? Who?
People
Tell
who-
me one person that doesn't want America to be great again.
Those who want a one world government.
Globalist.
Yeah, globalists.
They're the problem.
They're the ones that don't want America to be
You know
great.
who doesn't want a globalist society?
Vladimir Putin.
Vladimir Putin. Thank you.
Yeah. Do you know who does?
He's a nationalist.
Zelensky. Oh. That guy,
Globalist.
Mark, I think he might be the Antichrist.
This is not going to make any of the platforms. This will get taken. These are all opinions.
Zelensky is the Antichrist. Though,
Yes,
right? Okay.
yes.
Just as long as we're on the same
Listen,
table.
George Soros funded the Antichrist. His name is Zelensky. He's in charge of the Ukraine.
He's very good looking, man. I will say that. Don't you think?
I mean, he's no Grant.
He's fetching. Well, he's no Grant. No, but who is? God rest his soul. Gosh.
He's not the Antichrist.
Grant?
I don't think so.
No. I don't even know that Grant died. I got put him in the Elijah category, to be honest with you. Man.
I'm sorry. I hate to
Tonight,
break the news to you, but
I'm just going to be tossing and turning all
Yeah.
night. And honey, what's wrong?
Grant.
Grant. He's gone.
What's your Netflix suggestion?
Jason, do you like Phil Hartman?
I did.
Do you like Joe Rogan?
News radio.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know where you're going.
It's news radio.
Yeah, Andy Dick.
Do you like Andy Dick?
He got someone killed.
Andy Dick is crazy.
Yeah.
He's good for that role, though.
Yeah.
He was good. I love Dave Foley.
Oh, Dave Foley's.
Dave Foley.
He's fantastic.
Kids in the Hall, underrated.
Yes.
Better than much of Saturday Night Live.
I'm officially not an Andy Dick guy. I just want to go on the record for that. I don't like him.
Pauly Shore?
I love Pauly Shore.
All right, okay.
Listen, Pauly Shore over Andy Dick.
I feel
10
like
times
the
out of 10.
Pauly Shore Andy Dick Venn diagram almost overlaps. Like I feel like most Pauly Shore guys are Andy Dick guys.
Oh, I don't know about that.
buddy. Pauly Shore. What a you
Encino
Pauly
Man.
Shore,
Encino Man, right?
Andy Dick and Carrot Top are all,
There's a crossover.
Weird Al Yankovic
Are you
is
pro?
somewhere in that
Are
too.
you pro or anti Carrot Top?
I'm anti Carrot Top.
I am pro Carrot Top.
Okay.
I think he has more to offer
Just
than.
enough already for me.
No, he's very funny.
Yeah. I'm not going to say he's not funny. And it's hard to make people laugh, and it's hard to make a living making people laugh.
Well, here's the thing with him. I think he has a Vegas show.
He's too ripped. That's what I don't like.
You want a fat carrot top.
I don't need a fat carrot top.
Just a medium carrot top.
I don't need the muscles. I don't need you to look like David Boston when he played for the Arizona Cardinals. You know what I mean?
Roided.
A little too much for me.
So you're saying carrot top uses steroids?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay.
Come on.
Or is it human growth hormone?
He's using something.
Okay. What's your Netflix?
News Radio.
News Radio.
And
what's it found on?
Prime. It's Amazon Prime.
Hey, all the seasons?
All of them. And I really have enjoyed it. I don't think I've watched it since like it was on.
Oh, yeah, I haven't either. Is Joe Rogan good?
Yeah, he's a side character.
Yeah.
And they use him well because he just kind of comes in, says a funny line, and leaves.
Yeah.
So he's got a great role where he never
He's
has
not
to do
carrying
any of the heavy lifting.
Right.
He comes in, he's kind of got his own thing. You know, he's the kind of guy who's like, hey, I know a guy that can take care of that for you.
Yeah.
He's quirky, he's funny.
Yeah.
And
Phil Hartman.
Phil Hartman is a genius.
Yeah.
I love Phil Hartman. He's so good. He makes me laugh so much. So good on that show. I mean, just so good. Dave Foley's amazing.
Yeah.
They're all great. And, once Phil Hartman died, I believe, if I remember correctly, that John Lovitz took over his spot. And I love John Lovitz. I'm a big fan,
Yeah.
But not quite the same without.
Have you seen
Phil
Fat
Hartman.
Brendan Fraser?
Yeah.
He's put on some weight.
He has. But apparently he did something and he got applause for it.
I saw him.
And they're
He
making
stood
a big
up.
deal
Everybody
about it,
clapped.
and he was crying.
Yeah.
It's like, we're so happy for him. Yeah. I don't know.
It was either cry or sweat.
I feel like
can't
he
tell.
got, when you're that fat, and you sweat more than...
We'll have to ask Jesse next week.
Jesse, come back. He's not responded to my text. So he said he was having a problem with the group. He got a new phone. I was like, iPhone? And he's like, no, I'll never get an iPhone.
Oh, that screws up our group
I know.
text.
And he said he's superior to me in all ways because he got an iPhone. I said you misspelled superior. You misspelled stupider as superior accidentally.
Well, he is the bigger man.
Yeah. So news radio is good.
Okay, what's your thing?
Here's my thing. You ready for this?
I'm ready.
This is
Listen,
gonna blow your
I've
mind.
been waiting for
this.
this.
This is such a good scenario. I know
Okay.
you love a scenario.
I love scenarios.
Okay, would you?
Yes.
Okay, here's the scenario. By consuming in one sitting an entire bottle of ketchup, okay,
Okay.
you can jump 0.5% higher than you can now.
Okay, wait. Let me get this straight. I consume an entire bottle of ketchup
Like an actual big bottle, not
big
like
bottle.
a little tiny Kroger one, like a big
In
bottle
one
of ketchup.
sitting.
In one sitting, you consume an entire bottle of ketchup,
Okay.
and you can jump 0.5% higher
Okay.
than you can now. But this is repeatable and stackable.
All in one sitting or day after day?
Any day you want.
Okay, so listen.
So once a week,
If I drink ketchup every Sunday,
every Sunday
For a year.
you wake up in the morning and just down a bottle of
so
ketchup.
50 times, I could
You get up to
increase.
25%.
Well, it would compound.
I guess it would compound, yeah.
so
But
maybe 35%.
maybe 35%.
Yeah. So when I was in high school, I would have for sure.
Yeah.
I would have drank a bottle a day.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
Now, I don't like ketchup.
That's a lot of
and
ketchup.
why do I want to jump?
Well, this is why.
That's the thing. I don't really care.
But it is appealing that it's stackable. You know,
The stackability is nice.
it's just like, man, if I can just be
Okay, so what if-
kind of committed to this.
Okay, what if you were 0.5% richer? Your bank account. So if you have $100,
That's 0.5% of zero.
6 pence. If you had $100 in your bank account, so 0.5% would be what, 50 cents?
Sure.
So 50 cents on a Sunday. You drink again on a Monday. That's another like 50.1 cent.
Yeah.
Right. It's going to add up.
Sure.
50 cents a day for a year. How much would that be?
I don't know. I'm not a mathematician.
Would it be half of 365? 100 and
The jumping thing though is appealing.
$180.
Because if I just told you, hey, listen, you can jump 35% higher.
So how much ketchup would I have to drink to jump like 15 feet?
How many feet do you think you can jump now?
3?
So you need to 5 times the amount. Like you need to 500%.
500%. So it's like
and
a
every bottle of
1,000
ketchup-
bottles of ketchup. Is that what that is?
Yeah.
To jump 15 feet, 1,000 bottles of
But
ketchup.
that's pretty cool to be able to jump 15 feet.
Dude, I might do that. I hate ketchup.
I don't like ketchup
If it was
either.
mustard, all day.
Come on, what are we talking about?
Mayo? Come on.
I do that anyway.
That's why you can't jump half
think I-
percent more.
Do you think I could jump higher if I didn't eat mayo straight from the jar?
Yeah. For every bottle of mayo that you don't consume, you can jump half.
Sometimes I put a big straw in it,
A hot dog straw.
Yeah.
A hot dog straw of mayo? Does it get any better than
Here's
that?
the thing. I love mayonnaise.
I do too.
I'm a huge
Yes.
fan of mayonnaise, but the thought of eating it with a spoon makes me just gag.
Yeah.
So I don't know what's going on with that.
I saw a really heavy girl one time. She was quite large. I can't remember her name. It might have been Angela. Okay.
Let's go with Bertha. That's a good. Has there ever been a thin girl named Bertha? I don't think there
Well, I
has.
mean, when you're born, maybe.
No, I feel like the baby's fat. Like, we got to go Bertha, right?
We got to go Bertha. What if it was a preemie? A preemie Bertha. She was born prematurely, so she was birthed early. She's a Bertha.
Okay.
That makes sense.
Sure. Anyway.
Okay, so listen, there was this large girl. And she was concerned that she wasn't getting enough protein in her diet. And I was probably 16, 17 years old. She was like 20, so she was a little bit older than me. And I just remember watching her, and I was sitting in a chair, and we're in like a gymnasium, and she was sitting, I don't know, 15, 20 feet away, and she couldn't see me. Her back was to me. She's explaining to another girl how she's not getting enough protein. And so her remedy, she had an entire jar of peanut butter. And she was eating the peanut butter with a spoon. She finished that entire jar of peanut butter. I watched her do it.
It's impressive.
Because she said she wasn't getting
That's
enough
more
protein.
appealing than eating mayonnaise straight.
Yeah.
I prefer it to be chunky peanut butter.
Come on.
Or
of course.
chunky mayonnaise.
Could you eat an entire bottle of peanut butter?
Yeah.
In one sitting with a spoon?
I could.
Yeah, well.
I wouldn't do it on purpose. And if I felt like I needed more protein, that's not the way I would go about it.
I know. Listen, I already, the series alone, that's my plan. I'm going to eat as much peanut butter as I can.
Yeah.
But that's to put on fat
Yeah.
so I can survive.
Peanut butter. There's a lot of sugar in peanut butter.
Yeah,
I'm
but
assuming
it's
she
not,
wasn't eating all natural.
No.
The kind
and
that you have to
even
stir
then,
up.
so there's so many carbs in it. Like it would process the sugar anyways.
Almond butter would work out. Like all natural almond butter.
She was not doing that. She was doing peanut butter.
Yeah. Peanut butter has a lot of sugar in it.
Yeah.
I love chunky peanut butter.
Yeah.
Right? It's superior, right?
Yes.
Chunky peanut butter?
Absolutely.
Definitely. I don't remember the last time I had it because my kids don't like it.
Oh, see, like we buy both. The blue label's a chunky, the red
I'll
label's
take
a
an
creamy.
extra chunky.
I would
peanut
too. I feel like the chunky peanut butter is not salty enough.
I would put a little salt.
I'd like
in
to
there.
add some salt to that. Makes it nice. We did s'mores the other night. Reese peanut butter cup on a s'more.
That's pretty good.
Come on.
Yeah, that's pretty good. I
That's
like
where
that.
it's at.
It is superior.
Well, it's got your chocolate and your peanut butter.
Have you ever done an almond joy? That's pretty good.
No.
That's
Now I have to. With the
Basically,
nut, or
anything.
would you bounce?
Almond joy's got nuts. Mounds don't.
I understand. Would you
Because
rather do?
Sometimes you feel like a nut, and sometimes you don't.
Would you rather? Which
Because
which one would you rather do? Almond joy. Or
I
Mount?
want the nut.
Okay.
Yeah.
Was it? What was your thing?
The stackable jumping.
Oh, okay. Yeah. High school, 100%. Today, I don't think so.
I agree.
Now, if that was a thing in real life, Teddy could jump 15 feet.
Because he likes ketchup.
Oh.
But that's the thing. It's not. It's you can't just have it. Like you have to eat only ketchup.
Oh, I got you. In one
You
setting.
can't like use like
The amount
eat a
of
bunch
ketchup
French
they
fries.
put on French fries and tater tots
It's
and chicken
ridiculous.
nuggets. We went through the drive-thru at Wendy's the other day. Gus got a bacon double cheeseburger. Great. I love it.
Sure.
Teddy wanted to explore into other foods and got
Good.
the crispy chicken.
Okay.
I like a crispy chicken.
Who doesn't like it,
I
Chris?
said, do you want it plain? Because I know he probably doesn't want the mayo and lettuce, you know. He goes, no, I want it with ketchup.
No.
He got a crispy chicken sandwich with ketchup.
My answer is no.
No.
To that.
No,
No.
I did.
Yeah.
I could let him eat it. I figure he'll grow out of it. I grew out of the ketchup phase.
Yeah.
Listen,
I was never
there's
into
no
ketchup
adult.
phase.
No adult should only have ketchup on a sandwich.
I know. I don't respect you.
No.
If that's you.
No. The answer is mustard or mayo. Mm-hmm. Those are your... Listen, if you have a choice for both, you go both.
If you can.
Yeah.
We, every once in a while, my wife and I, we go to Easton, the mall area. There's a really good coffee shop there.
Yeah.
And I like the coffee there a lot. And by the coffee shop, I don't know if you, when's the last time you were out in Easton?
Never.
Okay. There is this structure that's built, and it has these swings on it, and they're very like this. The chains that go up to the top are very long, and they're like wooden bench swings where two people can sit on it.
Yeah.
And there are 1, 2, 3, 4, and then there's another one. So there's 8 of them, and I mean the chains go up like 15 feet, and so it's that kind of thing, right? And it's just out there. There's like a lawn area where you can sit on the swing and kind of go
I
back and
don't
forth.
think we're recording audio anymore.
When did that stop?
7 minutes ago.
Shoot. Why?
I don't know. It just says it stopped. I don't see any more like minutes on like the SD card thing.
Okay, let's finish this. Because it might be recording there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it should be recording here. But
But we won't have audio?
No, we should.
it'll be from the
I
camera,
hope.
not the
I hope.
microphone.
Well, anyway, she likes the swings,
Okay, let's... Yeah.
and I don't.
Okay.
And I feel silly being on them. And so
'Cause
I
you're an
make her
adult.
do it by herself.
Yeah.
So she goes on the swing by herself.
Okay. Well, let's end
It was
it.
the whole thing.
Let's end the
Harrison
show.
kind of ruined it.
Yeah.
there.
I'm glad you spoke up.
Killjoy.
We'll have to see what happens with this.
I mean, he could have just let us believe for another 60 seconds.
I know, now it's a complete bummer. Because I feel like the best thing we did was last 7 minutes.
Well, it's the Ketchup thing. It's pretty good.
That was the whole thing. The whole show, we teased it.
So, yeah,
Thanks a lot, Jesse.
Stick on the ice. Blue sweats.
Sit, Booba, sit. Good dog.
Spoken. So